Oh, we're here. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Would you looky there? A lot of kitty energy happening right now. Kitty cats are fighting. And welcome to GDP Live. This is Pat George. I'm the host. Today we're going to have LeMaire Lee on, as you can see here. And also, we got everybody pounding off in the comments. Instagram Live at Baby Mermaids Productions. Or wait, hold on. At Baby Mermaid Productions on YouTube. Follow that. Like and subscribe if you're watching on the YouTubes, please. And make sure that you check out some of the other shows on the channel. There's Hacks. That's hosted by John Montag. That's a golf show featuring local comedians to the New Jersey and Philadelphia area. Montague spelled, fuck, I created the goddamn thing. Montague spelled Montag said. Montague Comedy on old Instagram there. He made the Photoshop, and I'm trying to fix this so I can go back. This is current production. This is not pre-production right now. This is current production. There we go. Eventually I would like to have LeMaire on that TV. So LeMaire is he's a sleepy guy, so he doesn't want to get up a little bit too early. So he's going to be joining us in the second hour of the show. So I'm here to talk about what I learned this weekend. But like I said earlier, there are other shows on the network. 2 new episodes dropped today. Both are Falls Count Anywhere with Montague and Manny, and Brandon Youngblood was a guest. That's a very interesting twist to the 99th episode. So look for the 100th episode coming live next week, where I believe the loser of the they did a pick'em for the last event. I think that happened just last night. I don't actually know. John, do you know who won or lost that by any chance? I don't know if you were following that either, but whoever loses, either Youngblood or Manny, will have to eat a super duper hot chip that has a name that's like a super duper hot. We got more people pounding off in the comment. Oh, you don't know? Fuck. Boom, bam. Got Josh pounding off. Hold on, let me go here. There we go. Now I can read the comments here. All right, perfect. All right. Here we go. Boo, Greg Nolan, go home. Wow. He probably is at home, by the way, Josh. I don't know. But yeah, so not only was there a new Falls Count Anywhere out, and a new 100th episode coming with a special Super Hot Chip Challenge going live. Look for that coming up. We have also a new episode of Proper Bonics that dropped today. It's going to be premiering at 1:00 as soon as we end this stream. That show is going to be premiering on the network. So if you want to see the new episode of Proper Bonics, they talk about knees. They're talking about Alan's recent success on World Star, which was great. I'm really happy for him. I'm happy to see success for a friend of mine and a person to end up on World Star and not be getting knocked out is essentially what I want to say. So and I think they make that joke essentially, I'm sure on the show to some extent, but it's cool to be on there for like comedy and stuff like that. So it's cool that's cool that they had that, but there's another episode coming in probably a day or so, hopefully, if we can get everything finished with it, featuring Jim Bryan. And that leads me to my next plug is the Church of Satire New Year's Eve Laugh-a-thon. We're going to be doing a live show that we're going to be doing. The show is going to be, hopefully, what we're asking for is any comics or performers that we know, or comics or performers to let friends of theirs know. And, come on, let's vet them a little bit. If you know they suck, if you know a friend of yours sings and they really suck, please don't ask them to submit. You know what I mean? But in your opinion, we trust you. The people watching this stream right now, people that watch this show, I trust you. Your instincts are right. They led you here. So if you're watching this show, please, and if you're a performer and you have a clip of 3.5 minutes, up to 3.5 minutes, it could be you performing stand-up comedy from the before times. So there's like just laughter automatically there. in the clip, so we don't have to worry. It's like, because sometimes over the Zoom thing it can be weird, but we are going to be trying to do this, streaming this live on the club's Facebook page. So we will be featuring this. We like all submissions by Christmas, hopefully by this weekend. If you're a little bit late, you can contact either one of us or something like that. But for the most part, 3.5 minutes, like a joke, a bit, a story, something like that. I don't know. If you have a sketch, if you've already shot a sketch and you just want us to feature it on the thing, you think it's really funny, we can do that. Like stuff like that. If you have a clip from your podcast, like a video clip from your podcast or something like that, a really funny clip or a little montage of clips or something like that. Also, I want there to be a note right now. Lord Stanley was officially released from quarantine this morning. So if I look distracted, I am. It's because I very much am distracted, because there's a cat right now climbing the green screen. And that's pretty much toast, probably. I'm going to have to put that green screen up because it's nuts. And we also have Chloe, who really much loves to be around me as much as she can. So she has been doing nothing but hissing at him. And I mean, not really, there's not really been too much of he gets the point for the most part. If he gets near her, he kind of see, I got my co-host, by the way. This is my co-host, given to us by the vet, by Lord Stanley's vet. Shout out to VCA. Fucking excellent cat hospital, as far as I'm concerned. They they threw in a little like care package for him, and with all the information and his little ear medicine and all this stuff. And we got a laser pointer to as a little gift. And I'm calling this my co-host today because I've already used it to diffuse one situation with the cats. It works. It's effective. So pound off in the comments. I got you up here. I can read you on this screen now. So if I don't gesture too much to this screen, it's nothing personal. I'm just trying to focus on the YouTube audience because, we need those likes. We need those subscribers. I'm trying to build a network with double the episode. Honestly, one of the best podcasts in the game, Proper Urbonics, and you're getting 2 episodes in 1 week. So Jim Bryan's on there talking about the Church of Satire New Year's Eve spectacular, as well as some comedy and some of his early life before comedy, what he did. So look for these episodes coming out a little bit later on. Like I said, Hacks, the Human Interaction podcast I did with Andrew Hamilton. We did an episode that he said was going to be out probably around Christmas Eve. He said probably, and stuff like that. A lot of qualifiers. So I'm sure that's the case. I believe he just joined. What's up, buddy? Pound off in the comments. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us, and I hope everybody's going to be having a very safe and happy holidays. So I just want everybody to be safe at home. We got pre-recorded clips coming in for the Church of Satire New Year's Eve laugh-a-thon, and we want people to still be able to have whatever limited plans they have, for New Year's Eve. Not everybody going to the club, not everybody, because they can't. We can't all get there. So the easiest thing for our the laugh-a-thon, and he kind of explains this in the episode as well with the Proper Urbonics, is that we wanted to have an entertaining show. God damn it. An entertaining show that ran as smoothly as possible. So he's going to be cutting to your clips. He'll be shouting out any of your social medias or anything like that. Again, email any clips to, or tell your friends to email their clips to and information to cosnye2020@gmail.com. That's the email for it. So check that out. We got Karen pounding off. Happy birthday, Josh. It's Josh DeWay's birthday. Happy birthday to that sumbitch. Ron's lighting him, so he's got to go, I think. Thanks so much, Karen and Ron. Haha. Josh pounding off. Your instincts is right. They led you here. Yeah, hell yeah. Hambone joined in. Hey, buddy. How's it going? So the episode you think is going to be out on Christmas Eve, Hambone? What do you think? And let me know where I can tell him to find it. John's pounding off. He's saying hi to Hambone. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. That's the thing is I'm a person. I'm too literal. I am genuinely saying, like New Year's and everything. Hold on. We got Hambone coming in. All right, there we go. Coming in, Hambone. Hambone's dropping in. Come on.
What's up?
There he is. There's my
Hi.
ham bone.
I didn't know I was going to be on camera. Hold on.
Don't worry. No. Don't worry. It's going to be, I don't save this. You are on camera right now. Everybody on Instagram can see you, but everybody on
Nice.
Instagram has seen you before. They all know what you look like. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You can
Sorry.
put a hat on. Or maybe some.
Had a rough couple of days, but yeah, your episode, the episode we recorded together, is going to be coming out tomorrow. Actually.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, tomorrow at midnight tonight is when it'll be released, and then you can find it on Spotify. There will be a link on the Facebook page for the podcast. It'll be on YouTube.
Hell yeah. Okay. Where on YouTube? Tell them where on YouTube.
Just search Human Interaction Podcast. You should be able to find it.
You'd be surprised. I've put in direct names of episodes before that I've put up. I've loaded episodes and said this is what the episode is. And there's been multiple times where I've had to go back and go like, nope, not that one. Nope, not. And it's usually soccer. It's almost always soccer. There's almost always something that I do that is also named as a soccer event. So,
I searched for Baby Mermaid, just Baby Mermaid on YouTube. Wouldn't recommend it.
It's weird.
Put in that productions.
Yeah.
Put in the word productions. And yeah.
Even still, it goes awry. So, but yeah, I appreciate
it was first result when I searched today. So.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Hey, maybe they're not shadow banning me anymore. I think they were shadow banning me.
Well, again, when you search Baby Mermaid, just Baby Mermaid, you get into that weird kids YouTube, and you don't really know what's actually happening there. So,
Human Interaction Podcast, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. Hell yeah. Josh Dway is pounding off in the comments. I just wanted to let you know. How have you been, buddy? You I saw that there was a friend of yours, I believe, that passed away. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry to hear that. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but I just wanted to give you my condolences and say I'm very sorry, genuinely sorry for your loss, because it seems like he was a close friend. Was that right?
I appreciate that. Yeah, and he really was. I knew him since I was 15 years old, and we stayed close after high school. Yeah. We had a group of friends that stayed really close, and we're all hurting pretty bad right now. Yeah. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it very much.
And honestly,
hence me looking like a disheveled mess. It's been crazy.
In all honesty, you do not look any worse than usual. So I promise you, you look just as bad as normal. So I don't know if that's just you're always really, really sad, or if hey, you know what, you're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it, man. And honestly, if you need anything, let me know.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm gonna get off camera now, but yeah, check out the episode that I did with Pat of my podcast, Team Interaction.
Absolutely, buddy.
It's a fun time. I just finished editing it. Please so
understand this, okay?
I hung up on him. I hope the drop played. It played a little bit, right? I just hung up on him. You couldn't. I don't know if you heard it or not, Hambone, but this played.
I'm gonna hang up on you now. Please understand this.
All right, we got a cat playing with the wire. Bringing out the laser pointer, guys. Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. Stop playing with the fucking wire, you idiot. This is gonna be the most entertaining podcast on YouTube, I promise. Eventually, one day when I get a cat wrangler. This little fucking shit. See, I got the air cannon too. There we go. It's a double whammy. You don't fuck with this. All right. Cats don't fuck with this. I got the laser pointer. I got the air gun, the air duster. I don't blast them in the face, obviously. Honestly, it sucks because Clopoke definitely reacts to it too. So I can't have it go for too long. This is a whole calculated. This is a life production you're seeing. This is not just show production. Yeah, you got the picture back here. Sure, LeMaire is going to be on the show in a little bit. Sure, I was in the middle of plugs when Hambone came in, and I said, hey, you know what? Come on in here, plug the show, because that's what we're doing. But I was talking about the Church of Satire New Year's Eve Laugh-a-thon. Make sure you look for it for the event. I've probably already sent you an invitation. If you're interested, I hope I've piqued your interest a little bit more. It's a free show, and all we're going to be doing is asking for. We're going to put the show's the club's Venmo out there. So if anybody wants to join in, if you wanna send in a clip or anything, again, email your clips or tell your friends to email their clips to cosnye2020@gmail.com. So that's the last one, I promise. And we got John pounding off in the comment. You got to build a catwalk setup on the wall behind you so they can come around. No, trust me, they're going to get in the shot eventually. He's already tried to jump on the table a couple times, so this is going to be interesting. But we're here. I hope everybody can hear everything. And
what about my cat?
What about my cat? I just cut it off. Instead of cataracts, I just do cat. See?
And what about my cat?
Oh, I got catter. I've tried to take all the wires, by the way. I had the wire sitting in my lap here for the headphones. I had my other wires up over here. I try to obviously keep off camera, but I also want to make sure that I don't have hanging. And the one fucking wire that I needed to plug in, it was the one that he wanted to fuck with. So again, I had to bring out my co-host, Laser Pointer and Duster. Laser Pointer and Duster. My co-host today for Josh's wonderful. What is this birthday, by the way, Josh? What is the magic number for? I wonder what his because Josh Dway's birthday is today, and it's a huge celebration. Josh, wait, hold on. What are my picks for UFC fights of the year? Man, I don't know. Because that was the thing. I was gonna say this weekend was one of the best fucking cards truly of the year. Was like, as far as like how many fights were like that I was excited for that lived up to the hype. So like UFC events during the shutdown obviously have been the most consistent sporting thing. I think aside from once hockey got rolling, it was pretty consistent. There was very little change. So I love that the bubble format of it. That really worked great for the playoffs and stuff like that. Playoffs. But he's 22. Happy 22nd birthday to Josh Dway. Shout out to Josh. But I wanted to say, like, I think didn't the Joanna and Zhang, was that her name? Zhang fight? The one where like Joanna's head got like this big. That was at the beginning of the year, right? That was huge. But then everybody's saying the Moreno fight with Davison Figueiredo was just great. The featherweights. Golf never stopped. Oh, golf never stopped. John saying golf was easy. They just took the crowds out, basically. It probably started testing people. But it was the most consistent year. I honestly don't know, man. I loved the I don't know, that Showtime fight was really good this week. It's so funny because I'll blame social media. I don't think that's obviously the only cause. It's definitely probably poor education as well. Oh shit. Hambone commented on YouTube. What's up, Hambone? Human Interaction Podcast is pounding off in the YouTube comments. We got people pounding off YouTube. We got people pounding off on Instagram. We got people pounding off all over the place. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Make sure if you're watching this, you hit the like, you're subscribed, you're getting the bells, you're getting the notifications when we go live. Again, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 1. But at every event for the UFC, I'll like right as soon as the next event happens, I forget about not that I forget about it, but when somebody brings it up, I go, oh yeah, oh fuck, oh yeah, like because it's I mean by the way, my fight of the year, personally, I'll be 100% with you, Josh. My fight of the year was Wonder Boy against Jeff Neal. That happened this weekend. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, nicest mofo champion, and great fucking one of the most skilled strikers in the UFC, in MMA for sure, in any martial art for sure, and fighting anything. He is an excellent striker, and So it was immediately, that was awesome. Like all the sportsmanship was fucking through the roof. It was nuts. Like anytime there was an accidental anything, like they accidentally butted heads, and both of them immediately, like it was like perfect. Like both of them were cut like almost in the same spot. Jeff Neal's was a little bit worse of a cut over his eye, but it was basically same. Both of them got cut. Both of them were like shit, and both of them were like, hey, that was an accident. We were we were both, it was a level change. We both went for a level change and it fucked us. You know what I mean? Like they just collided. So and then during the fight, this is why it made it fight of the year for me, because during the fight, I don't know if you heard this, Josh, but almost the entire fight, Jeff Neal kept burping in the ring. And to the point where at one part in the fight, Wonder Boy asked him, "You good?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And like loud burps, like GDP level burps, almost GDP level burps. Not exactly, you know what I mean? But I either way, DC and Stipe Miocic, that was a pretty good one. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good one. I really liked the first one back, Tony Ferguson and why can't I fucking remember his name? He just lost to Khabib. He was Justin Gaethje and Tony Ferguson, the first Fight Island back, and that was cool. Fight Island, all of that shit was fucking awesome. I'm really excited so far. I mean, this is going to be 2021, but Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier, the rematch, that's going to be fucking cool as shit. So I think it's, but to me, Jeff Neal and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson were with his addition to burping during the fight. If anybody else was farting or burping or pissed themselves or anything like that, that'd be a classic. But as far as GDP Live's Fight of the Year official stamp, because that was the last UFC event, and I'm sure Bellator could probably top it, but not until Yoel Romero and Anthony Johnson start fighting. I would say, boom, immediately, that's the fight right there. Actually, no, you know what? Runner-up, Brian Ortega and the Korean Zombie. I actually have, I don't want to get kicked off for rebroadcasting UFC material, but I actually have a clip that I save on my phone, a little video clip. I save all the time in my pictures, in my like a folder or whatever, that is just me recording the screen of the Brian Ortega like spinning elbow that he just fucking lands perfectly. It's like I use it to motivate myself. It's so fucking stupid because I haven't even been really performing. I had a couple during the shutdown this year. And again, this week of shows we have lined up is going to be incredible. GDP Live, don't miss a GDP Live this week, because they're going to be, not only today do we have LeMaire Lee, amazing. I don't know if anybody caught his show that he put on this weekend. We're going to be talking about that. I got to watch it. I didn't get to see it live, unfortunately, but I did give him some money, and I said I want to watch it, and I love the sketches, hilarious. So if you get a chance to watch it, check that out. But we'll be talking to LeMaire today. Wednesday. Hold on, what was I going to say? Wednesday. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Wednesday. I'm sorry. Wednesday's show is going to be great. But it's Wednesday after the show that I'm really excited about. I apologize about that. And that's a teaser for what's going to be for Friday's show. After the show, I believe on Wednesday, we're going to be doing a Christmas spelling bee with featured guest panel, or I don't know, moderator Manny Santiago from Falls Count Anywhere. He's going to be coming up with the words. We haven't decided yet if he's going to be at home or if he's going to be here in the studio. But I already asked him. I said, have you been working on your list? He said, yes, I've got quite a few curveballs, stumpers, and a couple harder words to manage. So there's going to be great things. We're going to pre-tape that, and I'm going to be featuring that on Friday's show. So make sure that you're checking out Wednesdays, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for everything. I can't remember what was so huge about Wednesday. I don't know. I can't remember. We'll be talking more about the progress of Lord Stanley right now, currently. Just an update. I don't want to fucking jinx it, but we got Clip Oak sleeping over there. We got Lord Stanley sleeping right over there. And I don't know if it's my dulcet tones. They're fans of the show. Maybe hey, maybe Dad puts him to sleep. Who knows? But the Caddick is back to a 2-cat Caddick. And I couldn't be happier, baby. We got words happening Wednesday. Christmas Spectacular. We're going to be streaming live on Christmas. Obviously, that's a huge deal. And then, hold on, we got pounded off in the comments here. John's pounded off. It's going to be a holly jolly spell fight. Absolutely. Fuck yeah. Spell fight. That's that can be the Photoshop. Who knows? We're not proing right now. We're just talking, baby. We're talking about fights of the year. I think Korean Zombie and Brian Ortega was the biggest surprise. I was excited about that fight, but that fight exceeded my expectations. That was an incredible fight. And Stylebender Costa was great. That was cool. I love that. I love the story of that whole, like, the storyline of that fighter of the year. Man, I have no fucking idea. Not no idea. Obviously, what's his face? Chimaev, could be Khabib, ending on top for the year. Could be, what's his name? Fuck. He just fought. He beat the shit out of Jacare. Fuck. Chandler. Michael Chandler? Is that his name? There's just not Michael Chandler. That's not who it was. I think I got a missed call. Oh, I think that's Stanley's vet. Probably saying, hey, don't let him out. He's actually a zombie cat. Oh, and also, it's really interesting. I was Kevin Holland. That's what I was. Why would I Michael Chandler was that fucking dipshit that he got from Bellator that they thought was going to beat Khabib. Like, I don't think that was going to happen. He made Justin Gaethje look like a fucking, like, the reason it's so weird because he was so responsible. It seemed like Khabib was at the beginning of it, kind of saying like, hey, I'm not going to really travel. Like, I'm not going to do this. Like, I don't want to put Glover to share. Absolutely could be a fucking fighter of the year. Yeah, no, that's right. Dude, honestly, phonetically works for me, but I know that if it's TIX, and honestly, who else is named Glover in the UFC? Yeah, he would be great. He was an awesome fighter. He beat the shit out of Anthony. He beat the shit out of Anthony Smith so much that he was apologizing to Anthony Smith during beating the shit out of him. Anthony Smith went back to his corner and handed his corner his teeth and kept telling him, I don't know, man. I don't know. And they still sent him out there. There was a lot of questions. Was that this year? That was this year, wasn't it? Fuck. See, that's what I'm saying is I forget about those. That was a very one-sided fight. I like the more competitive fights for sure. But again, the Stylebender fight was more of the finalization of that story, like right at the end of it. I think Stylebender against no. What was his name? Fuck. Robbie Whitaker against Darren Till. That was a fucking good fight. Ian Strong's pounding off in the comments. What's going on, pal? Just showed up. What's up, buddy? Probably on a break. He beat the shit out of Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith, I remember the story. Glover Teixeira. I can't remember which way it was. It was like, I think it was like Glover Teixeira was visiting. He didn't really speak English, and like Anthony, he was visiting for like he was competing. Obviously, they're competing for the same tournament back. It was, and one of them helped them like navigate the airport and was like really nice to him and stuff like that. So like he's like there was kind of a personal like like, hey man, and he's just like, hey, this is the name of the game. Like, I'm really sorry, man. Like, nothing personal, Anthony. And he's like, I understand. And like Anthony Smith didn't give up. Obviously, his name's fucking Lionheart. He can't. Lionheart is not really the kind of guy that like you would expect to tap or fucking go back to his corner and go, I can't go on. You know what I mean? That's like, that's crazy. So and not, there's no judgment there. That's what I'm saying is like, and I'm just saying you're putting that own added pressure on yourself because I feel like you give yourself a nickname. My nickname for when I compete for jujitsu is Fart Reaper. You know what I mean? Very low expectations. I know I can probably reap a couple farts. I may not take a soul, I might not take a limb, but I'm gonna get a couple farts. I'm gonna squish you and I'm gonna get them farts out of you. Ian's pounding off in the comments. Hey man, good to see you're well. A personal fight of mine was Diego Sanchez versus Gilbert Melendez. Diego Sanchez, his corner, his corner is like a life coach guy that he has, is like, that was big this year because obviously there was, I think, even before the fights, I feel like there was, what's his face, Mike Perry. Mike Perry had his girlfriend corner for him. And then, but before that, Diego Sanchez had like broken down. He had his corner, just one guy or something like that. It was the one life coach guy or whoever it is, personal trainer. But he's I love Diego Sanchez. Like, he's great. He's another one. He's a lot like Anthony Smith. Like, he's not gonna just give up. He's not gonna do whatever. Or what's his face? El Kukui. You can't be named the boogeyman and not just like haunt, like just track people down. But like, it has not served him well in his past two fights. Tony Ferguson just walking towards people, not a great method in his past two fights. You know what I mean? Hold on. Chloe is officially sleeping. Yep. And Lord Stanley decided that he was going to sneak up on her. Caught it in the moment. Current production. Still in the moment. The past two fights for Tony Ferguson have been rough, to say the least. Like, as far as like rough, I did not get to see, unfortunately, the his last one with Oliveira, but that sounded like it was pretty one-sided. It was unfortunately was a situation where like he almost broke his fucking arm. You know what I mean? Like, it was definitely come on, look over there, you idiot. Go on, go down there. There we go. And everybody's cool. There, you caught the red dot. Now look for it. This is cat sitting at its best right now. She's up though. Her tail's flicking. Just go to another room. I understand. Look, I'm really popular in this house. I'm a really popular guy. A lot of cats want to hang out. Hey, the pussy's just drawing the meal. Talking about. But honestly, this is my co-host here. Laser pointer and the duster. So today, Ian, I don't know, just to catch you up, is Lord Stanley's first day out of kitten quarantine. So I'm trying to keep peace between a almost 10-year-old cat and a 9-week-old cat. So this is apparently they've already come to blows once today. So I don't know. This weekend, not only so in I feel like Tony Ferguson, I text. There's a couple people that I text a lot about MMA, and it's mainly Josh and Kirk Griffiths from Proper Bonics podcast. Shout out to Kirk Griffiths, great comedian, hilarious dude, nice guy, and we both have not like it's just interesting to talk about. Like it's weird. Andy kind of started getting into my buddy Andy Malafarina that I co-host the show What About with Andy and Pat. We talk about UFC a little bit. I think he was into Jorge Masvidal. I think he was into Fight Island. I think he was into a lot of the hype stuff. And he admittedly, he'll say that he's bigger into more just pro wrestling and stuff like that. He's not much of a crossover guy, but he was a fan of the personality of Jorge Masvidal. Who wouldn't he? You know, who wouldn't like Super Necessary and all that stuff? He was caught up on a lot of that shit. So a lot of the fights this year, I think we were fucking like not only were they able to function at the UFC, but they were able to function at a level of excellent. Like the amount the level of content, the content, what am I saying? The level of fights, the level of competition that they put out was when you would see like a fight get canceled. You would see a fight get, when it was Khabib Tony Ferguson, and you're like, oh, it's actually gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and it doesn't happen again. But you get like Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, and you're like, oh shit, could he beat him? You know what I mean? Like it turns into like fun. It turns into fun. Like scenarios like that story. I hate to say storylines because it makes it. I feel like it diminishes it somewhat to say like storyline, but true. Like it's like the Israel Paulo Costa storyline or whatever was classic. What he felt was classic, like bully revenge story. It was very satisfying for I'm sure a lot of people, and it was cool to see. Like I love to see shit talking pay off. I like to see a shit talk that my favorite fighter, and I think probably a couple people in the pounding off and maybe in the comments. Sorry, I'm not going to try to hit you with a laser pointer, but I feel like Anderson Silva is a person that like I love to see. Khabib, I don't think I realized until like seeing a couple like early on, like I don't realize like how good of a shit talker he was. Like even during the fight and shit like that, he would just say, like especially during Conor, like with the Conor fight, and which again at the time I had not seen a live Khabib fight until this year. I've seen his fights in the past, but I never got to see him live. Like maybe early on, and I didn't really before he was, Khabib, but it was a year of like of when a fight got canceled, like you still got a surprise. Like the silver lining was still like, yeah, you had to wait for this, but you got this, or you still got, I believe, like Colby, the unfortunate things, Colby Covington, just like truly dominating and being such an excellent, fucking well-rounded fighter. Holy shit. He's a great fighter, and that sucks. You know what I mean? Because like I don't really particularly like his shtick necessarily. So like I do like the shit talking of like Anderson Silva or something like that, of saying like, hey, whatever, like, oh, you can't hurt me or whatever. It backfires once, maybe twice. I don't know, but he was cut from the UFC. That was a little depressing this year. A lot of the people that I was kind of excited about some of their fights, afterwards when I said like, and when ultimately, some of them would lose. And like I'm texting Josh about him. Josh is bringing up a lot of time. Now today is his 22nd birthday, and again, shout out, happy birthday, Josh Dway. But a lot of times he's like, yeah, their ages just might be. I'm like, they're like a couple years older than me, and I wanted to get into fighting. So it's like, fuck, you're right. And honestly, yeah, you just after a while, maybe you just do get slower. Now, Wonder Boy, 37 years old, looked incredible. Like he looked great. Even with a fucking hurt leg, he was still throwing kicks, like effective kicks. And maybe he went too hard. I don't know. But then also, then you look at somebody else. You got to look at like maybe the style of their fighting. And Diego Sanchez and Tony Ferguson are both people that were like head first fighters. They would just like throw their face at you and then hope that they would land on top of you, and their face could stay on top of you, and then they could eventually choke you out somehow. Like that's kind of essentially, So Ian's pounding off in the comments. I'm a huge fight fan, but their move to ESPN Plus killed my interest. Oh my God, dude, I have no idea how you could have lost interest for them moving to ESPN Plus, because literally the only thing that's not there is cursing, and cursing when it's on ESPN. If it's a pay-per-view, they still curse. So like other than that, commercials, I honestly, it's them bringing it to ESPN brought like every single. I bought a year subscription to ESPN Plus for like $110 $10 or something, maybe. I don't even know. I don't even know how much it was. Actually, I have to double check. But it was like whatever, obviously it's a discounted rate because it's only $5 a month. And the number of free fight nights, the last card of the year, and one of the best cards I saw all fucking year was free on ESPN Plus right there. Like it's crazy. Stephen Thompson comes out to Tenacious. Yeah, that was awesome. Because every time I say his name to Dom, she sings that part of the chorus to Wonder Boy. And she's like, which is funny too, because he doesn't curse. He's easily in my top 5 favorite fighters of all time for that reason alone. Never curses. He was awarded by Ariel Hawani the nicest mofo award near when not far after. Also, not long after. Sorry, after Jorge Masvidal won the baddest motherfucker belt, the BMF title. He won. Also, not a lot of people remember this. Jorge Masvidal, he's already beat him. So Jorge Masvidal said, I believe, said that if he had beaten Usman for the title, the first person he would have wanted to defend it against would have been Wonder Boy because he wanted to get that loss back. Wonder Boy beat Jorge Masvidal handedly, like much like Jeff Neal, I feel like. So like he's 37, but like again, sometimes Glover Teixeira, excellent fucking year. Like and I think Izzy getting a title shot over him is fucking crazy for the light heavyweight title. Like he, if age does just turn that quick, if it literally is like Junior Dos Santos, I think 2 or 3 straight losses and like knockouts, even rough, bad. We got Ian Strong coming off again, but you have to subscribe and buy the pay-per-view. Double dipping. Even John Jones thinks that's bullshit. Well, John Jones thinks hitting a pregnant lady's car and then running away is not bullshit. Well, he does think it's bullshit now, but do you know what I mean? Hey, served his time. It's past it. Still can't be a GOAT. Tested positive. No, I honestly, John Jones is one of the best. I want to see fights. I want to see in 2021 are John Jones and Israel Adesanya at some catch weight. It doesn't necessarily like Israel's talking about going up to heavyweight. He wants to go to light heavyweight to try to get the light heavyweight title. That's cool. I like that as far as of course I want him to win too, but I love him. Like he's great. But like I would rather in this scenario, I would rather see Glover Teixeira get the shot than to see Izzy, like even have Izzy beat Glover for that. Like that would be a respectful match. Like they're not going to talk shit about each other. I think it's still going to be, hey there, get on now, go, hey. Co-hosts. Jokes in my GOAT for sure. What? Jones is my GOAT for sure. Jokes is I don't know if that was a typo, Josh, or if jokes are your greatest of all time. He might be celebrating a little early. Maybe it's 5:00 somewhere, right, Josh? He's 22 today. He's able to drink whenever he wants. Hold on, I want to see if I'm getting any messages from LeMaire. He said he would be joining us around the 12 o'clock hour. Let's hope he's on time. He's a busy man. He's a very busy man. But I would like to see that. I would like to see, to be honest with you, I would like to see Francis Ngannou get another title shot. I would like to see that. I think that would be pretty cool. But then again, John Jones wants a title shot, or John Jones wants to go up to heavyweight. So why not do John Jones, Francis Ngannou, winner of that? But why make Francis Ngannou fucking fight again? Like, especially somebody like John Jones to go fight. I mean, Stipe is a great champion. Obviously, he, most defenses, I believe. Incredible fighter, incredible wrestler. Like, why not have him? And actually, it's funny. I'll bring this up with LeMaire. LeMaire's not too shabby either. I believe he's 2-0 in the Untrained Comedian Fighting League or whatever it possibly is. So I think it would be really interesting to see Francis get another title shot, but let's see Francis fight Stipe. Winner of that fights John Jones for the title. Why not do that? Or I don't know. It just, who knows? But I don't know if is that why. I wonder if that's why John Jones doesn't necessarily, because he was, I think, offered a couple fights this year, but I think ended up not taking it. So who knows? Just why not take your time? If you don't feel comfortable doing it, do whatever you want. He helped out, I know, during some of the riots and stuff like that. Did some cleanup, helped out his community and stuff like that. So he's definitely a good person. He's flawed, like much of us, But ultimately, I think ESPN for UFC for the fans, maybe it costs what, $5 more a month to do that, but you get so many fun, like there would be, I could not keep up with some of the events. Some of the events I was absolutely, what's going on, Avery? I wouldn't even, not that I didn't like, oh, I didn't have time for it or whatever, but it was like I didn't even realize, like, holy shit, they had it week to week. They're taking 3 weeks off for the first time probably in a long, like, I think since they started back up during COVID. They're taking 3 weeks off for the holidays. So the Wonder Boy Jeff Neal fight was the last fight of the year, and that was a fucking great finale. But that was supposed to be, I believe that was supposed to be Chimaev and what's his name? The guy who got pieced up by Jorge Masvidal. It's right on the tip of my tongue. British guy. Leon Edwards. That's his name. Leon Edwards. And the Wolf, the guy named the Wolf. Hell yeah, he's Smish. Like, there's been such crazy new talent that came in that I feel like it was I mean, Yoel Romero was the first cut, but there was, I think he said, like, there's gonna make like 60 cuts to the UFC roster or something like that, and that's because the quarantine, the fucking lockdown and all this shit, COVID and everything, really exposed a lot of really great fucking fighters that are really what's his face, baby face assassin, Moreno, great fighter. That was great, and he's a really likable guy. First Mexican born fighter to fight for the UFC championship. That's fucking cool. For a UFC championship, that's really cool. So I think there's really great fights to come. They really have a great method down that even during the apocalypse, they can keep the Thunderdome running. And it's great. And I know Thunderdome is literally something that was in WWE, right? That they call that Thunderdome. But like, I'm saying, like, the actual one where, like, apocalyptic style, where like 2-man enter, 1-man leave kind of thing. We can still do that. We can still battle each other, which is crazy to me, because what I thought, and it's great for them to take 3 weeks off completely to do this, but my fear, even early on, once they figured out, like, oh, this is how we can function safely, that was cool. But it was also like, well, aren't you possibly going to put more of a strain on the hospitals as well? Like, if somebody like Wonder Boy's leg could be fucked somehow, like, he's got to go to the Davison Figueiredo had to go to the hospital twice. He went apparently the night before the fight and the night after the fight to the emergency room. So like I like that the things that I like are back. I like that hockey is going to come back, but that's another really physical sport that they do have their own medical team, but they don't necessarily do surgeries. They don't have to go. Sometimes they have to go to the emergency room. And if, it's putting more people at risk in that sense. So I'm conflicted about it again, now that, like, a lot of shit's spiking again. So, but the fact that they're taking 3 weeks off for the holiday, and the fact that there are things that I like, it's so selfish. It's such a selfish, stupid thing, but I really like the fact that I can have the things that I truly love, like hockey's coming back. They just announced it, I believe, in January, the middle of January. Hockey's going to be back. So they're doing special divisions for it and everything. I don't know. I haven't read up about it. I'm sure I'll talk about it on Wednesday. But there's a lot of about fighting that I've learned through watching a lot of this, but there's a lot about Limp Bizkit that I learned this weekend. We did like I said, what's going on? LeMaire's pounding off in the YouTube comments. LeMaire, you ready to come on, buddy? I can open up the Zoom for you. Zoom. Let me check out to see if LeMaire was trying to get in. I want to see if I'm being a bad host. He might be early. That's the thing. See? But yeah, Limp Bizkit. All right. Let me open up the Zoom room for him. We did What About with Andy and Pat last night. We were streaming live. We did it live on Instagram here. I tried a new thing where I was just kind of trying to just show the screen, and I had the Zoom conversation pulled over, but we were also streaming live on his Twitch, twitch.tv/Andy Malafarina. That's when you can catch us every Sunday evening. For that, I've got my Zoom room open here, waiting for LeMaire. Boom. Yes, I'm going to join. I'm going to bring this down. Current production coming up. Look out. LeMaire's coming. But yeah, we talked about the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water by Limp Bizkit. And What About with Andy and Pat is basically a show where we've kind of been volleying back and forth albums that we really influenced us in our childhood. We're realizing in way more ways, and we're kind of unfolding in different ways and rediscovering a lot new things about ourselves and maybe how that had an impact on us. It was a great idea that we kind of both had almost at the same time and kind of shared with each other at the same time. And we ended up having a great experience with it. What's going on, LeMaire? How you doing, buddy?
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's all right. It's all good. You're looking good.
Thank you, dude. I messed up shaving my face.
Oh, well, wait, how? Like you accidentally took too much?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well,
sorry,
it doesn't
man.
look bad. Well, no, why are you sorry? Do you not want to be on video?
No, because I don't know. I felt like I was late, and then I was like, no, you're early. And then I don't know. I thought it was an hour behind. I don't know.
You're on LeMaire savings time. That's good.
Yeah.
No, LeMaire Lee's joining the show, as you can see. The wonderful LeMaire Lee's here. We are live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram Live. I was just started talking about Andy and
Bizkit.
Andy and I did I don't know if you ever done you ever seen our show we did with called What About with Andy and Pat?
Yeah, I was watching some of it last night.
We do a lot of albums. We haven't had a ton of diversity, unfortunately, because it oftentimes it just turns out to be us kind of reminiscing about this album reminds me of this or this whatever. So this wasn't it's not that I'm not somebody who never fucked with Limp Bizkit. I'm not one of those people that's Pfeh. I'm a guy who is very much a person that had my Limp Bizkit, which my Limp Bizkit was significant other.
Is okay. You can have your own Limp Bizkit.
I feel like you can't. I mean, not you have that's how I discovered them. That's the one that was because it's almost weird how me and Andy have this similar tendency to go we're gonna like the newest thing. The thing that everybody was I like their old shit or that shit's better. This is too overproduced or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's ultimately how he was unpacking Limp Bizkit. I was damn, is that how you took it? I've never taken Limp Bizkit like that. And he was they're just really insecure. And I was damn, really? I feel bad for Fred Durst now.
Oh,
I said, I just hate the way he says punk.
Is that how he says it? Punk.
Punk. Hey, punk. So come and get it, punk.
I'm just a sad man.
I'm very insecure. That's why I wear this Kango hat.
Yeah.
You know,
look
like
up and look down. I'm insecure.
yeah, yeah, I'm insecure. Yeah. But I just it's kind of like having his kind of outlook of it, like how he was taking it. I was like, damn, you're putting a lot of meaning into Limp Bizkit. But then I'm listening to so I brought up this point on that episode of I listened to a recent interview with Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
He was on like Howard Stern, and he was talking about the song "Help" by the Beatles.
Help.
Yeah, help! I need somebody. Help!
Help.
Like you're like, oh, that's cheesy bullshit pop song, you fucking garbage motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, he's like, actually, John, he's like, he had a terrible childhood and he was really crying for help. And I was like, oh. I was like, so
maybe John needed it. I don't know.
well, apparently he was an alcoholic who allegedly or admittedly beat a couple of his
he was an alcoholic, John Lennon.
Apparently the reason he says in the interview Paul McCartney, when he first met John Lennon, didn't really like him because he smelled of beer. What a pussy, right?
Yeah, right.
Straight edge.
You think I can make a song like "Help"? I need a girlfriend.
But people won't get it until long after you're shot. You're gonna be shot years from now, and then they're never gonna. You're not gonna get laid in time.
Yeah.
You're gonna be help. I just got shot. I needed. I really was writing a song about getting laid. What the fuck?
I meant to write a song about a girl, but I'm dying.
How accurate for 2020. He's penning this as he's in blood. But like we got some people pounding off in the comments here. We got
Avery Quinn, dude.
Yeah, Ian Strong also pounding off. I still listen to Significant Other on the reg. Yeah, I think that's just generational. So Andy's not that much younger than me, but I think emotionally he is.
That's probably true.
Shout out to Andy. And you know what? I'm testing to see if he even listens or watches, because he is on multiple occasions on his podcast mentioned that I don't listen to his podcast, and I've brought it up to him a couple times, and he seems to forget, or he just likes hearing it. So I'm straight up coming at it. He's emotionally fucking immature.
Damn.
But
bow.
Avery Quinn's pounding off as well. I think he meant to write Limp Bizkit. You can't misspell here, guy. I don't know what you're saying. Limp Bizkit, Woodstock 99 set is the greatest. Yeah, that's the one. Isn't that the one where everybody was throwing poop and oh wait.
Oh, hell
yeah, that's not good. I don't like that.
Pat, doesn't it look like I'm storing cum?
Yes. Are you?
Okay.
I mean, that's okay.
Oil weed. I'm sorry.
Oh, really? Is it like a dabby thingy?
Yeah, you just stick your finger in it, or you put it in food.
I have a question. So this is a perfect transition into what I wanted to talk to, at least starting out with you. And first, I want to congratulate you on an excellent fucking show that you guys put on.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you. It was hilarious. I love the sketches for sure. I don't know what I missed in the live component, or if that was just what played. But it was well worth the money, dude. That was a fucking excellent show. Tell people a little bit about how you guys came up with that.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry. So first of all, it's wow, it's live, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow, it's live, and I think we're doing another one at the end of the month next month. So we have to make like 30 more minutes of sketches.
Nice.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
Which is at the Warehouse on Watts, if I remember correctly.
Warehouse on Watts.
Yeah. So there was basically some of the sketches I think I've seen. I don't know if you had published them or if I just got sneak peeks of a couple of them, but
no, we just put some of them. We put them on Facebook, and we were just like, let's just put them back on here. Yeah, to show them again. Yeah,
worked great. It flowed great. It was the bits were great. The everything about it, like. Again, it flow like I don't know. That's kind of the same thing. It's almost the same vein of what we were thinking about doing for the Church of Satire New Year's Eve. Laugh-a-thon is essentially kind of a grouping of sketches like that. So honestly, to see it executed so well is really really cool, man.
Thank you, dude.
So
give it up to Dorian Deeds and May and Jay also.
Yeah, dude, they're yeah. That's what I wanted to say was the crew is Dorian Vasquez, aka Dirty Deeds.
Dirty Deeds.
We got Jay Simpson, OJ Simpson on Instagram, and also May Chasm. I was like I don't want to mispronounce. Go Birds, Filipino.
Yeah, go Birds.
She's Filipino. Go Birds. Favorite running joke in that. And I think it was really great. So if you do see anything else by LeMaire and the crew, I don't know, is that the crew is WoW or the event was WoW? Like what was? I guess that's
still trying to figure out a name for ourselves.
Okay,
we have a bunch, but we don't like adult teen Nick, Nick at 30.
Nick at 30. Some
Saturday
of us might
cartoons.
have to be careful saying that. Nick at 30. We have Nick at 30.
Yeah, Nick. Like, Nick at Night.
Yeah. Nick at 30. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick at 30. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
There was something different. There was a couple bunch of names, but I think we're going to go with Shut Up. Like a Foghorn Leghorn when he's shut up. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. That was my point was so you were bringing up your weed infused cum that you had in that you were and I noticed in a lot of these clips, in a lot of these sketches and stuff like that, are you in this group? If this is like, let's say this is an established group, I don't know if you extend past the 4 members. I know other people were involved and other people in this thing, but like as far as the 4 main anchors of the sketch group or the sketch show, are you trying to make yourself the weed guy? It seems like you are.
Am I trying to make myself the weed guy? That's a good question, Pat. That's a good question.
And no offense. Hey, I'm not trying to blow up your spot. I'm into it. And
I'll tell you,
I like branding.
Here's what I've learned. Like I learned this from South Park. When you start off doing something, when people start giving you things and you're still doing that thing, they can't get mad at you.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So if as long as you never change like that, you get all your things. See, that's why this has always been the gross domesticated podcast.
Yeah.
I'm a married man. I don't give a fuck about what you necessarily think. I'm not dressing to for success.
Yeah.
Like this, I got the shirt. I got a couple of these shirts for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I dig that. And I like that model because I feel like that's foolproof because no matter what, somehow you're always going to get a heavy handshake from somebody. Hold on. Sorry. This is my, I just wanted to introduce you quick to my co-host. I have a laser pointer and the duster.
Oh,
today is Lord Stanley's first day out of kitten quarantine. And he is
snap.
He's straight up facing off against Clopoke right now. Get the fuck away.
Dude, you gotta do. I saw the kid on Instagram. It was pretty dope, dude.
Yeah, well, if he can be cute here. I would like if he wants to knock this shit over. This is cool. There's a little Buddha. Yeah. This is a little Buddha kitten he can knock over. He's got Frankenstein over here. There's a tiny tiger back here and Bender. We got there's toys here, bro.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the bigger cat right now. He's adjusting. She's adjusting. We're all adjusting.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping for fuck's sake. So I got laser pointer and the duster.
Yeah.
So
dude.
yeah, because for some reason when I do it with my mouth, it doesn't work. When I go, you don't.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. So I have to.
If you do the computer duster upside down, you can
freeze them.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll slow them down.
That's also. I just do it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate the I appreciate the fact that you are of the foresight to think, hey, this is gonna be my thing. This is just chaos.
Is the laser pointer working?
Yeah, it distracts him and gets him over here. But unfortunately, Chloe also likes the laser pointer. So not only am I making myself the weed guy before the show, but I'm also I'm also distracted by a new kitten and my old kitten. and everything else that's happening. But
Yeah.
I respect straight up the fact that you're like saying I'm the weed guy. Like even though like you're kind of all the weed guy, right?
Yeah, we're all the weed guy, but you know, I'm just making it known.
Who's trying to be the cute one? I feel like it's Dorian with that hair. He had that luscious hair.
I think Jay wants to be the cute one, but he doesn't say it.
He's the talented one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel. I know.
Dude,
I know.
That's his songs. I love seeing him like perform. Again, I've been lucky enough to see his segment about I don't know, was he being
the dick pic?
The dick pic,
yeah.
That song before, and it works live, it works on tape. Like he's a great performer. It translates really well. So like I said, you guys have the mix of everybody in the sketches and everything, and I'm sure the collaboration, the zombie sketch. I don't want to give away everything because
it's okay, dude. You can.
Is it like, I don't know if you guys actually ended up. I watched it through like a Google Drive, but have you guys posted it somewhere, like the full episode?
I think we're gonna post all the sketches out, and then probably a week before the new show, we'll put out the whole one.
You could use those even to promote. Like this is just current pro for everybody. I don't know you guys watching at home, but you could just release those other sketches as promotion for your next one, because again, this is kind of, we've always been of this mindset, and this is what I love. I moved to this area from Florida, believe it or not, because I thought I would be more successful in a field of entertainment here. And I have been, but I don't know if it's necessarily just because I moved here. I think it's the people that I met and I connected to early, like you, Andy, Nate, and stuff like that are all, well, you and Andy are so like motivated and like brand oriented, and like we all have that, and we're learning as we go. It's been a lot of trial and error, but it's really great to see. Like you've been shooting sketches, and it's something that I've been so insecure about, and so like, oh, I'm not a writer. I'm illiterate. How can I be a writer if I'm illiterate? I never understood that writers you don't literally aren't actually writing a thing down. Your writing is hanging out with your comic friends and saying, what would be a funny sketch, but it's not writing until you actually do it.
Yeah, until you get it. Yeah.
And then when you actually do the thing. So I've actually written down a couple sketch ideas. You motivated me. You motivate me to think of ideas of things like that. And I just say, I also would say you should submit a couple of those to the Church of Satire Laugh-a-thon. We would love to play those.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, hell yeah.
How do you think Jim would take Trumptations? Will you take Trumptations?
Which way? Trumptation? Oh,
yeah. That was the one,
yes.
the Trump like Time Warner music ad.
I love that, and I think he absolutely would take that. I don't know exactly. I think they would get it. I mean, they get it.
Yeah,
like
there's jokes in there. It starts with Hillary Clinton in the electric chair.
It's a great fucking sketch show. It reminded me of, and this is what I'm not sure to build it up too much, and I don't want to give you too big of a head, but I think honestly, when I moved here, like the fact that we started doing Fun with Fools so early, like that was a long time ago. I'm starting to get like those Facebook memories again of like, oh yeah, remember when you were putting the show on like 4 years ago? Holy shit! Yeah. Like it was like holy shit, we were thinking that far ahead, and honestly, looking back, we weren't that far off.
No.
And if there weren't unforeseen circumstances, there could have been a lot more success in putting on shows where we were trying and stuff like that. And having that kind of and figuring out how to work with people. I think that was another thing we all needed to figure out. But like it's cool that I attached myself, and I was drawn to people like you and Andy and Nate and stuff like that early on, to say like, oh yeah, these are funny, talented, like career-minded people. Like you have the right idea. Like, there's no question that this is what we all want to do, and we're all working for that. Like, so that's been cool to see it actually come to fruition, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
That's why we named the show that me and Andy do. We named it "What About" with Andy and Pat, because I was like, what about this album? And like we said that, what about this one? That's, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that's so it flows perfectly. We can ask this, we can do this. And like, that's why we came up with that name.
Yeah.
Ever since then, we go start the show and we go like, I don't know how to start it. What about I mean, you know,
guys just choose an album like as the show's starting. Like, what about, and then
what about Paula Abdul? No.
yeah, MC Scat Cat.
I just found out, by the way, that apparently we can play music on Twitch. We can stream like while we're streaming, but we can't.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't do it. We can't have it on for when we post it on YouTube or anything.
Yeah.
But I was like, shit, we should just stay just streaming.
Yeah, streaming's fun too.
Yeah, I've been loving that too. You guys have been doing, I think, basically a lot of the same group, the dub chasing too. On
yeah,
Twitch.
we've been dub chasing. Yeah, and we just figured out this thing called Parsec. So we're about to start playing different games now.
Parsec. Like
Parsec lets you it lets you play like a computer, like a okay. Say I got like a PS1 emulator on my computer, and like I want to play Jet Moto H with my friends.
Of course, yes.
So I launch up Parsec. I add my computer, and then I get a link that lets me send it to my friends so they can play
on your computer.
On my computer, yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's wild.
Can we get?
It's like local multiplayer though, so it's like it turns. So like the game has to have like split screen or like stuff like that. Yeah.
How do they play? Do they just play on their keyboard on your like?
They can play on their keyboard, their mouse, or they plug in your controller.
Wow! Holy shit! That sounds awesome.
Dude, the future's wild.
This is what they're talking about. Like this is what 2020 was supposed to be. Right at the end, we get Parsec. Is that
Parsec was out? Like it's been out for a while, but I think it's just like mainstream now.
You've been watching a lot of or you have been watching Star Wars. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
You went from not watching Star Wars to now watching Star Wars. Was that because of The Mandalorian? Have you watched any of that, or have you watched only like the movies? Because you were texting me about this last time, and I'm eager to talk about it.
I've only watched the movies.
Okay, that's fine.
And
what
I don't
order?
know. I watched some of the Mando.
What order did you go movies again? Did you go straight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that, or did you just go just the
classic
new ones, right?
order? 6 to 4 or 4 to 6, 1 to 3.
4 to 6 and then 1 to 3. Okay, I gotcha. And then did you do any of the newest ones?
Not yet.
I wonder how they would hold up to somebody. So first of all, which group of 3 so far are your favorite? Be honest, because hey, you want? Oh, look. I'll make you comfortable. Okay, my favorite Batman movie, and in my opinion, the most accurate depiction of Batman as a character or like a depiction into a movie is Batman Forever.
Is that the one with Michael Keaton, or
that's the one with Val Kilmer and Jim Carrey with
Tommy Lee Jones. A good movie.
It's the best Batman. I'm sorry, that's the best Batman in my opinion. So I have terrible taste. So if you like the first 3, go for it. You're not going to get killed.
Pat.
You like
the prequels, and I love Jar Jar Binks.
Wow,
I'm so mad. I love Jar Jar Binks.
Okay, that's a curveball. I thought for sure you would have been like, that's racist.
No, man, he made me so happy. He killed so many people in that war. He was fucking people up the whole time.
Yeah, like and like not only that, but like in like with like shtick, with like slapstick. And like throwing a bomb, and like it just explodes at like 170,000 robots or something like that. And you're like, what the fuck?
He was Looney Tunes in his way to victory.
Yeah, he was like banana peeling like lasers into everybody's face. And like I it's great. I absolutely agree with that. That Jar Jar Binks wasn't okay. I would say much like Limp Bizkit wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like there's a tolerance to it of like, but I thought for sure, like, I mean, there's a lot of, are we some people gonna die? Like he almost says that. Like, I know that's the South Park reference, but I think he says something pretty similar to that.
Their whole family, the whole race talks like that.
Now,
the whole group of people.
Boss Nass, I will say Boss Nass is greater than Jabba the Hutt, in my opinion.
Which one is that?
He's the King Gungan.
Jabba. Jar, you got to get out to the capital.
You have to get out. Like what the fuck? Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
You're an alien patois, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like it felt like so when he was like hamming it up so much. It was kind of like, I don't know. I don't know about this.
I'll say it's not racist because it's fake, and they also made a universe for them, like a whole planet of them or a whole area of them.
Fun trivia, yeah, and they made a whole race, like the whole race of people, and there were a lot of people that weren't embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay,
they weren't embarrassed by the way they talk.
If they were all like shucking and jiving and shit like that, you'd be like, all right, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
But there was one, and they're like, all right.
Anyway, they were Jamaican, so that's not American black.
So I'm not fully racist. I'm not fully offended. But there was a thing about what was I gonna say? With Jar Jar Binks. Oh, did you fun trivia that I
yeah, I'm sorry.
The fact that I think he was supposed to be played by Michael Jackson.
Really?
There was apparently yeah, and I don't know. I did not actually delve too deep into that why, but if I remember correctly, Star Wars there was some connection to Jar Jar Binks and Michael Jackson. Are you looking it up?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
No, I believe you. Dorian posted a picture of Belize. I looked and it was good. I'm sorry.
Oh, you got like stunned by beauty, like the natural beauty. Michael Jackson. I'm just gonna put in Michael Jackson Jar Jar.
I heard Jar Jar Binks was supposed to be a Sith Lord.
Yes, that too. There was supposed to be like all right. So Michael Jackson was the king of pop, but he nearly became the king of acting flops.
Ooh, oh.
The singer reportedly told Star Wars mastermind George Lucas that he wanted to play a goofy Gungan Jar Jar Binks, one of the most despised characters in the film's history, in franchise's history. 99 blockbuster. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so yeah. It was originally that was what it was supposed to be. So
if Michael Jackson played Jar Jar Binks, he would have been 1,000% like more loved. He would have ease on down the road.
Right.
He's doing the Wiz songs.
And then you would have been like, and then you're like, all right, well, is that okay? I mean, he's singing a good song. You know?
Yeah. Just all the Gungans take off their suits and they're just a bunch of black people in underwear.
Avery's pounding off in the comments. He says they probably had to be careful with having Michael Jackson play Jar Jar because with Anakin around and everything. So they gotta be careful with the child actors. That's a good point. Good point, Avery.
Jar Jar.
Me's gonna touch you. Allegedly. No, I think that hold on, there was a thing about Jar Jar and the Sith.
Yeah. Can you imagine Jar Jar being a Sith? Just like pad me.
Hold on, here it is. It is Jar Jar really a Sith? According to this rule, if Jar Jar was a Sith along with Sidious, then Darth Maul, Tyrannus, and Darth Vader should have never existed. Sith, this is getting too.
There's only one Sith Lord at a time.
By the way, yeah, yeah, only one at a time. I don't know actually. I don't think that's what it is.
It seems like it because Darth Maul,
deceit,
and
of course.
They didn't bring back Vader until after the Clone Wars.
No, hold on. I want to.
Oh, somebody told me something that happened in the last movie. The last. Does anyone? Do you think?
Honestly, if you're not into Star Wars spoilers, like many years after they've completed their third trilogy or whatever, which one is it again? That you're the most recent one? Yeah,
what is Last Jedi?
Oh, there is a big spoiler there. Is that what you're going to talk about?
I was going to mention the big spoiler.
Okay, yeah, there's a big spoiler coming for the most recent Star Wars movie right now.
Dude, I heard fucking Palpatine came back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They cloned him and then they fucking that's not the big spoiler?
No, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I was like, there's something crazier?
Well, there's his relation to the movie.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he's in the beginning of that movie. So that's not there's a huge ending to that one.
I'll
remember
check
the huge
out.
ending? Yeah. The ending to that is but yeah, he's in that. So actually that's perfect. So somebody intrigued you in a way, but did not spoil it because there is a huge piece of news that comes
after that,
after the fact that you realize why is he there and what is his relation to being here.
Okay, because like it's weird because like that's like the way they can bring back Jedi too. If Sith can die and their spirits become and they like spirits can just inhabit clones and shit.
Good and bad Jedi, they're just good and bad Jedi. Like there's really no. I mean, they have the dark art of the Sith and
Yeah.
the dark art of fucking, and one of them's just more powerful.
Also, the middle lane Jedi's. I learned about that. Don't forget about them. The what was Liam Neeson's name? Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon
Yeah. Are they
Jinn.
like they're like mudbloods in Harry Potter or whatever?
Yeah.
Where they're half magic and they're half regular. They're half I think can't you just learn it though? Like it wasn't I think they're gonna have either a show. Hold on a second. Get in control. I think they're gonna have a show basically where it's Finn and the lady that was all the ladies that were riding the horses in the there's a last movie.
Yeah.
In the last movie, there's Finn, one of the characters, and
that's the black guy, John Boyega.
Yeah. Great character. Kind of like kind of a pussy, but it's fun. You have it's not always fun to have the robots. If the robot gets smashed to death, you've seen in the older movies, C-3PO is completely in pieces.
They just fix them.
They just put them together. There's no stakes with the robots.
Yeah.
But with people, there's stakes. Like you see Qui-Gon Jinn, spoiler alert there, cut in half. Cut the fuck in half. Like wasn't he cut in half or was that Darth Maul?
Darth Maul was cut in half by Obi-Wan.
Right.
Qui-Gon Jinn
just died, right?
I think he just died. No, he was on a planet, right?
I can't remember.
He was running after.
Either way, like there was like he got killed.
Mace Windu died by Palpatine. He threw him out the window.
What a dickhead! What a fucking dickhead! Like you know what I mean? Like like Jedi to me, in my opinion, like I for the longest time I was doing a bit about it where I was like, it's all just space orphans. Like it's just either it's like all the problems in the world are caused by orphans. You don't know if they're good or bad until it's too late.
Yeah.
So there's no real hope. All prophecies are bullshit. It's all foresight. Like you're all like, oh, we should have done something there, or I knew there was something wrong with him. Like fuck you should say something earlier. And the fact that when they're like, hey, we should stop training this guy, he's like, no, he's probably gonna be evil, and they're like, nah,
maybe this kid's fucked up.
Hey, like we understand. And then what happens later on? He kills a fuck ton of kids, and you're like, damn, like that, dude. That gives so much more legitimacy because if you really think about it, Darth Vader is just a big old dickhead.
Yeah.
Working for a bigger dickhead, right?
Yeah.
So the Emperor is like, blow up planets, do this thing, But really, Darth Vader is a fucking evil motherfucker, dude.
Yes. So evil.
He came from straight up evil. He's killed multiple children with his bare hands before he had the mask.
Changed the whole series.
Yeah, that makes Darth Vader such a legitimate character, such an evil character. Whereas he was just a bad guy before.
Yeah.
He's an evil character now. Like
by choice.
Yeah.
He chose to go to the dark side.
He chose it.
That kid was like, yo, bro, you gonna help us? He was like
in a way. Yeah. And he got his laser pointer out.
Damn, dude. Those kids, oh my God.
Right. And
that was like I don't know why that scene when he was like when he turned, that was like that like made that's the scene that made me love all the prequels.
Right.
Because because it's like the perfect build. They've been building it the whole time in the background. People are like, why are they doing all this government shit? Because when Anakin kills the kids, it's gonna hurt. Like that's why. So
okay, so there is only one Sith. Avery's pounding off in the comments here. There is only one Sith Lord with one apprentice. One I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he's saying. John's pounding off as well. John Montag. Montag said Montague spelled. Names. Names. I think he said named my cat Finn after the character. Turns out my cat is a scared dork too. Wow. I wonder if that's foreshadowing or not. But is that the dickhead cat or the nice cat? Because he's got one cat that's mean that I need to love me.
Why do you need to love the mean cat?
I need it to love me. That's what it is. Like because every cat loves me. Because why wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like we're back up to a 2-cat caddock here, and it couldn't be. We're chugging right along. Yeah. Like business is a booming here in 2020, and we're going into 2021 with nothing but momentum.
Hell yeah!
But if I'm here for any Star Wars content right now, it's for The Mandalorian. I'm trying to catch up on all these emotional episodes everybody's fucking talking about.
Yeah,
it's just a Western. It's just a Western. That's all it is. It's Jon Favreau making a space Western, but I love it.
Yeah.
Last episode. Hey, last episode. Guess who was at the end of the episode?
Bill Burr.
No, no.
Oh.
I mean, no. No, I will say it's the character who, and it has not been established in the show, and I don't give a shit if it's a spoiler. Again, guys, it's interesting. You should watch this. I'm not giving anything huge away. It's at the end of the first hour of the new season.
Yeah.
The character, at least, who plays Boba Fett.
Oh, dude. You just started it.
Started what?
The Mando.
No.
Season 2.
Yeah, I just started season 2. Yes,
dude.
Wait, how far are you?
Huh?
How far are you?
I don't watch it, but everyone I'm around watches it, so they talk about it. So I just know it's like Star Wars all over again. Like it just,
okay.
Now I have to refuse to watch Mando. Till it's 10 seasons.
I think John's pounding off in the comments here. He says the mean cats puts off real Palpatine vibes in the house. Makes sense. He has stood up on his paws, done this.
Yeah. Executes Order 66.
Yeah. I the one thing about him, like it is, and it's why I feel like I could never truly be a villain, is because I have a slight speech impediment, like a little bit of a lisp, but not so much. Like it's only there if you're really paying attention, but Palpatine has a talk like this.
Yeah.
He talks like this.
Yeah.
The dark side. I would be like, what? You spit on me, dude.
He talks like he's trying to touch kids.
Can you put your teeth in? You know, like, hey, Pop, can you put your teeth in?
Yeah.
Avery's pounding off. He wants to know, did you watch the Rogue One solo yet? Did you watch either of the standalone movies?
No, I gotta wait 20 years. I can't just pop off into new Star Wars.
Wait, why do you have to wait 20? This is actually chronologically, this would have, that's why I was saying, if you could have watched, I think it would be 1, 2, 3. No, would it be Solo 1, 2, 3, and then the rest of them? Or I can't remember how it goes exactly.
Solo's about
Rogue One's right in the middle.
Solo's about Han getting a Falcon, right?
Yeah. Solo meets Chewbacca, right?
Yeah.
And then Han also meets he meets Lando out in Cloud City. He gets a Colt 45. No,
that won't be first then. Yeah.
No, he does. Yeah, I think that's where he meets Lando. It's like everybody's super young there. So
Colt 45.
I think that one's before 1, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, then Rogue One, then 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8, 9,
Squadron,
then Boba Fett, then Mandalorian.
I thought Mandalorian was before.
Is it? No, because because Yoda's dead, right? Or did they know about Yoda?
Oh yeah, it's after 6. It has to be after last. So if Yoda's dead, then it has to be after 6.
Andrew Hambleton, old Hitler tits himself, pounding off in the comments, says Rogue One is arguably the best Star Wars movie. It is arguable because it's not. It's good. It is a good movie though. I would say Rogue One is not the best Star Wars movie, but it's a good damn movie. Pardon my French, LeMaire, but it's a good damn movie. It's a good film. That's
the one with Donnie Yen, right?
Yeah. Who?
The Asian guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the guy from Ip Man. Not Ip. Yeah, Ip Man.
No, I think that one. Yeah, that's that one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There's one. I think Solo is like has like John
Childish
Favreau.
Gambino, Donald Glover.
Yeah, but like there's like everybody. It's like almost like again, once John Favreau got involved, it got like then it was just like, oh yeah, he's just gonna make, because he made Elf.
Yeah.
So then you give him Star Wars budget and Star Wars likenesses. Yeah. He's gonna go, hey guys, don't worry, I'm gonna do that thing where you're gonna go, I remember Tusken Raiders, I remember Bantha tracks, I remember Tatooine. You know what I mean? And they're just,
dude, Mando's actually shot pretty cheap. I saw a thing. Yeah, I saw a thing. It was like a breakdown about it, and they're like, they shoot it on this big ass circular TV.
I've heard that. Yeah, where it's just a bunch of screens, and it's not like it's not an actual green screen. But it's just like they just project, and like that's how they get the lighting perfect too. Is they project all of the things at the perfect that's kind of scary.
That's why there's so many scenes of him fixing his ship. Like, we got to get them in one spot.
I do love, my favorite thing is when they do add because again, my favorite thing is adding comedy. I think comedy makes everything better. But the fact that they added Bill Burr is cool, and the fact that they added Amy Sedaris. Amy Sedaris in that is hilarious. She's from
Strangers with Candy. Yeah. Amy Sedaris is funny.
Yeah, she's in the first episode of Mando, and she was in the last season as well. And it's like, it's just like a space western. We got John Montag pounding off in the comments. He says, if you come in mid convo, it sounds like Pat is just trying to explain the order numbers to LeMaire. See, there's 1, 2, 3, and then usually it's followed by 4, 5, 6. But there might be every once in a while there's a little sucker right in the middle there, and sometimes right before the other guys.
Yeah.
There's
some decimals in there. Rogue One.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Rogue One. I'll tell you what. It's right in the middle. No, I love that world for sure. But it's my, I think that's just my only fantasy thing. I don't think there's a ton of I think it's my love of sci-fi, and it's surprising because I think you have that.
You feel like it's too much now, or no? No. No, you feel like it's not enough. It's like I feel like there's too much Star Wars now.
I don't think there's too much. I do think that I think Solo got to the point where they were oversaturating, and then they pulled back because they were talking about, we're going to do a movie every year. Like, we're just going to go bam, 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 like movie. Like Solo got to the point where it felt like it was too much. Rogue One was very well done. Like Hambone said, it was very well done, but it wasn't like,
I was looking at the chat. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't as far as, I think Solo got to the point where it was like, all right, this is starting to get a little schmaltzy. Like, of the, remember, look at here, and this is and it was cool, but it was like definitely a money grab. It felt like a money grab. Then they're talking the Boba Fett one, and they're like, and all the super dedicated dorks were like, if you disparaged Boba Fett, we are gonna fuck you up. And you're like, all right, well, we're gonna not do movies anymore. We're
gonna take away Boba Fett's Mandalorian status.
yeah, and that's essentially what they did, was like, all right, well, we're not gonna do that, but we're gonna do a Mandalorian series. I don't know what they had planned and what was speculation. I don't follow that news that strictly, but from just listening to other shows of where they're talking about Hollywood news and shit, a lot of it definitely felt oversaturated right before I feel like the Mandalorian came out. Yeah, especially with the theme parks too. But a lot of the theme parks fucking closed down,
and they got 3 or 4 more series coming out next year. Next year there's 3 Star Wars shows. I don't even know if they're movies. I think they're shows. Avery
really liked Solo, or he liked Solo. I did too. I liked it too, but I just thought that was getting to the point where it's eh. And then
John said, do you count the holiday movie as canon?
I would. Yeah. I mean, it has to be.
Then where would it be?
I would have to say before. Wait, what? It would be.
Is it like Star Wars 5.5?
It would be before 7, because they were riding high. I think they were all coked up. They're all like, we just fucking beat the Empire. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Woo! And then
let's go celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, and then it was like a blur, and that's why they're so embarrassed, is because you get drunk at a fucking party.
Yeah,
you're like, oh shit, we filmed that. Oh my god! And then the Wookiee thing and the Peace Day, because they bring that up. They talk about Peace Day and shit like that. I think or whatever day, whatever the holiday they're celebrating. I think in the holiday special, they bring that holiday up in one of the, I think 7, 8, and 9. I think so that makes it canon.
That does make it canon.
Yeah. Or they bring it up in one of the other movies. I can't remember. One of the newer movies, they bring it up, and whether it be Rogue One or Solo or one of the 3 of the new trilogy. And then there you go. Because why not? It's all the same characters. With how litigious they are. If I had Chewbacca on this show as my guest, if I said, hey, Chewbacca's here. He came in from the Millennium Falcon. And from Tatooine, all licensed characters and materials. You know what I mean? That would be like, you're shut down. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or if we played the Star Wars theme or anything, it's all very, very much litigious. We got Ian.
I was trying to make Chewbacca noises, not interrupt you.
No. I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
And they were dead on. I think all that Star Wars watching really paid off.
Pat, I have a quiz on. For
yeah,
you.
go on now.
You ever watch the end of episode 6, The Last Hope? Is that it? I don't know.
I think that it's the most recent Hope. I think that's
the
what
most
it's called.
recent Hope. Yes.
Yeah.
Episode 6, and at the end when Luke is like, I've beat everybody with my daddy,
Yeah.
and then he's at the place.
Yeah.
So and then Yoda's ghost shows up.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. He should be there.
Spoiler.
And then Obi-Wan's ghost showed up. And you're like,
Spoiler.
oh,
Yeah,
he should be there too.
Yes, yeah.
And then, okay, I got a question. Did they add Hayden Christensen? They had to add him in CG.
Yeah.
Before, was it like just Vader's face, like in the mask?
Yeah, it was no. It was Anakin without the mask. I think it was him in like the robes. Like his Jedi robes.
That's the gross guy that looked like Zordon's balls.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He looked like White Seal. Yeah.
A kiss from a rose. He was singing that when he threw Palp down.
Yeah. Like he had Bluetooth on. But they he was, it was his older version, I believe. It was like another actor, I believe, that they had. There might be actual like real trivia, but yes, they CGI'd him in.
Which is bullshit. I was like kind of mad. I was mad. I was like, what the fuck is he doing in there?
It takes the stakes away. Again, what we learn in the newer movies, sometimes when a Jedi dies, it's actually just them going on to like, it's like them leveling up. Like now they get ghost status and they can be like, straight up, I'll haunt any of your dreams, and I can move stuff too. Like they move stuff when they're ghosts too. Like they're not just ghosts. Like they have powers as ghosts. And like that's why there's no real like laws or anything. There's no rules here. It's just like, a
Jedi is just a way to eternal life. They
go backwards. So like in the first 3, which are 6, 7, or whatever it is, right? 4, 5, 6. Sorry. They're like using ropes and they're swinging across and they're jumping. They're like worried about heights and like flying stuff. And like, but like when you go backwards to the early ones, all of a sudden Jedis can fly. How can they fly or do like super jumps? It's because they have to up the stakes. So they keep adding magic to them.
What if like, here you go. Like, in the prequels, there were a lot of Jedi, so it was easy to pass down knowledge.
Right.
But like in the originals, you had to hide a little bit more.
That's my theory. Yeah, they can't really show off as much. They have to be more like, and they're all old. Like they're not going to be like doing flippy dippies if they don't have to.
Those old Ben Kenobi show up in the new ones.
Oh, Ben Kenobi. Oh, that's
old motherfucking Ben.
Oh, actually, no, I don't think he does.
All right, cool.
Sucks. No, that's not.
I don't know, dude. I didn't like. He was the worst part. Like the prequels were about him. That's why people think they suck. They weren't paying attention to the meta story about Anakin or Jar Jar Binks.
Anakin and that princess Amidala.
By
the way, as a kid, I did not understand that they were 2 separate people. I was just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So wait, I was like, which one is he in love with? The queen or the slave lady?
Yeah. I think it was the slave.
And why do they have to hide it? Because Jedis aren't supposed to fuck. Why is Baby Yoda existing right about now?
Yeah. It's weird. As soon as he fucked, like, oh, damn, dude. No. As soon as Anakin fucked, he was like, I'm evil. I'm going to go kill every other kid.
And that's why Jedis aren't supposed to fuck. Yeah, and you're like, oh, shit. So, like, why didn't it happen to Yoda? Did he wait longer? Like, obviously, is he the only Jedi?
Yoda was on a frog planet, and he got taken advantage of. He was like, young Yoda.
he's the video. He's that video of that guy fucking a frog or whatever.
Oh, man. Pat. Baby Yoda has a name now.
Does he?
We know his age. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so we find out more of the story.
Yeah.
So wait, how are you past? I thought you said you're kind of caught up on Mandalorian. You're past
my
me.
friends. Yeah, they watch it all. They're talking about it. I'm telling you, Jay is talking about it all the time. May.
All right, so
we just hear it and they just tell me. Yeah,
we got Ian Strong pounding off in the comments. He has a theory that if your favorite Star Wars movie is Empire, then you probably fucking loved Rogue One and vice versa. So if you loved Empire was the one with the ghost at the end, right? No, that was the second one.
No,
that was the second
Empire
one.
Was the one where they mentioned Jabba the Hutt a bunch.
Right, that's the second one. That's the downer.
That one was. I like that one. I think that one was the best.
So did you like Rogue One the most too?
Oh, I haven't seen Rogue One.
So you would probably really love it.
I guess I gotta watch it. I do like Donnie Yen.
Yeah, he also says it. He also says it here. In between the two trilogies, they watched Crouching Tiger and Hidden Dragon. Yeah, like all of a sudden now they can just float to the top.
Yeah.
Like they just do super jumps, and you're like, why? Okay, so then why was there one part where Luke is like, oh, hold on to me, Leia?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like jump across, dummy.
Yeah.
Like, but again,
Yeah.
he's learning the Force. Blah blah blah. But we got is Lord Stanley still alive? Yes, wife, absolutely, Lord Stanley. I've got my co-host here. Not only is LeMaire here, but I also got my co-host here, Laser and the Duster.
Laser and the Duster in the morning.
In the morning. Wait, actually, I have farts. What am I doing? I have a short fart.
Laser in the Duster.
I got short fart.
Laser in the Duster.
Do you want some piss fart?
Laser in the Duster.
I got LeMaire saying gross.
Gross.
Yeah. I've got a fart beep. And this one's called the best fart. All right, baby. We are here with Laser and the Duster. You know what I say? You know when I told you and I explained to you the new format for GDP Live, and I said like this is what I want it to be. And I said it's kind of like a morning show. Nah. I just needed to be a morning show.
Yeah, dude. Are you playing these sound? You got to turn them up, get them loud.
Wake people up. You don't hear them?
That fucking cocksucker.
How about that one? You hear that one?
I heard the farts. They're just a little low. I heard them though.
What about this?
What about my cataracts?
Huh? What about my cataracts?
Is that the movie that you watch every time you hear about it?
The Irishman. I don't know. What do you think?
Solidarity.
This is my favorite part of the movie right here. Remember that part?
I never seen it. Is he eating soup?
Oh yeah, that's where he's eating soup and he farts.
Yeah. I bet you he was just doing that like as an act. Like it's Robert De Niro, right?
No,
I bet that was Robert De Niro, not like the character. Robert De Niro was eating soup on set.
It's Robert De Niro and Al Pacino and and Joe Pesci. It's all of like the top farters in Hollywood.
Yeah. Did you know Joe Pesci has a rap video?
What? Oh, that makes sense.
Look, Joe Pesci rap song. Oh my god, dude.
Joe Pesci rap song. Holy
Joe
shit.
Pesci doing rap. Joe Pesci, the guy from is it Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah. No.
Not Reservoir Dogs. Goodfellas?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that Joe Pesci. Do I make you laugh?
Yeah, that guy.
Do I look like a clown?
Huh? Am I?
Yeah.
Does it look like I can spit a ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can he? Is he good?
No.
Is he better than Macho Man?
Perform good. He's like he's an actor and he can't perform good. Like what the fuck?
Well, I mean, there's stage performance. You know, there's many other things.
You're right, but this is a music video.
You're right. You're absolutely. Maybe they should have gotten White Sting on the case.
Yeah.
Is that John's asking? Is his name Lil Pesh? Was that his name?
Lil Pesh.
Lil Pesh. Hey, we're gonna give you a Lil Pesh right about now.
That's my new rap name, Lil Pesh.
Lil Pesh Lee. How about that?
Pesh
Lee. Now I think the farting in general. There was a fight. I was just talking about this in the first hour with Josh Dway on Instagram. He was pounding off in the comment again. Happy birthday to Josh Dway.
Oh, dude. Happy birthday, Josh Dway.
Very funny.
What are you, 21 now?
22 years young, that guy. He's getting older. He's getting up there in age.
Yeah.
We were talking about, he was asking me what my fight of the year was for UFC. And this is why I got a Christmas miracle right at the end of the year. There was a fight, the best card of the year.
Benavidez?
No. That was great. No, that was an awesome fight against Figueiredo.
Figueiredo, yeah.
That was a great fight.
Or it was Brandon Moreno, right? Or no, I'm sorry.
Oh, that was the one right before. That was the fight.
Okay.
That was the last paid pay-per-view. This last one was free.
Last night?
Yeah. Saturday night.
Saturday?
Yeah. So it was the main event was Wonderboy Thompson against Jeff Neal. And not only did it go 5 rounds, it was a great striking fight. Like it was like, and he's so fucking good. And he's so nice. Yeah, he's so nice. Also, he's just a nice guy, but he's also during the fight, the reason that was my fight of the year, not only because of the great performance by both of them, the sportsmanship, all that other bullshit, but the fact that during the fight, Jeff Neal was ripping humongous burps.
Yeah, while he's fighting them.
Yeah, burp like like straight up like loud ass burps.
Is he like getting hit and burping, or is he like just burping?
Yeah, he at one point Wonder Boy punches him, and you hear like a big burp, and then he goes, "You good?"
Yeah,
like
that's funny.
And multiple times I heard that, and I was like, first of all, I'm used to it. Yeah, what's up, Manny? How's it going, pal? I was watching this fight, and I just kept hearing burping, and I was like, "There's no way." Either somebody at the desk is like somebody at the commentator's desk is just not hitting the burp button. You know what I mean? They're not hitting the little cough button that you can be like or whatever. Because they're drinking, they're drinking Monster Energies, they're drinking carbonated beverages.
Yeah, dude, you gotta drink Monsters when you're UFC commentator.
Yeah, you gotta get fucking pumped, bro. So but I was just like, is somebody just ripping burps during this entire fight? And it was fucking Jeff Neal in the center of the octagon. And there's nothing more Pat George than that. There's nothing more GDP. No, he ended up losing.
Okay.
But he won in my book.
Was it a close 30-29, 29-27? What was it? Was it good?
No, it was 50-45 or 50-49. I can't remember.
He got dominated.
Yeah, it was dominated. I wanted to ask you about this actually, right? Since we're talking about fighting right now, get this. You maybe could be fighter of the year. You have 2 wins this year. Am I right?
Yes, I am undefeated this year so far. Yes.
So explain to me. I understand a little bit about it. Obviously, there's probably just a little bit of an element of challenge for you, some component of competitive spirit, maybe.
Yeah.
But what is it exactly that you where did that come about? And also, it's only for untrained fighters, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the real gym. I'm gonna do some white belt tournaments, fucking kill some kids.
You went against, you did go against Naeem, who's not necessarily trained as jiu-jitsu necessarily.
No,
right? He's just a boxer.
A 14-4 amateur boxer. An amateur boxer with a 14-4.
He's an athlete, right? Exactly. He's essentially he was the Nate Robinson in that scenario.
yeah.
And it was I watched both fights or both matches or whatever. Is there a semi-ranked level by any chance? Because I've been missing jiu-jitsu.
Pat, I don't know if you know Sidney. You got to talk to Sidney Gant. I don't know.
He's the commish.
Right? He's the commish. He makes everything happen.
I'd love to throw me and John were looking for hats the other day when we were talking about throwing our hats in the ring.
Throwing the rings.
I wanna put it out there. But how did that come about for you at least?
Okay, well, all right. So before we did the sketch show, before we started putting that together, I was trying to find something new to do because I was just tired of just like everything was the same. So I went to a pro wrestling class for a week, for a day, and then the next day I went to a jiu-jitsu class, and then I went to a mic. This is when we could still have them. It was during the summer, and Naeem was standing there, and he was talking about boxing. And I was like, Naeem, I could beat you at jiu-jitsu. He was like, no, you can't. And I was like, yes, I can. I only took one class and I could beat you.
Ooh.
And then that happened. and then we
jiu-jitsu'd. Right.
Yeah. Oh, and I have to box him on January 7th.
Okay.
Which
he's gonna crush you.
Yeah, I hope.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's gonna
you said he's gonna crush me.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I am gonna bet on you because that's where the money is.
Yeah.
But if
2 shots and he'll hit the floor, give me 2 kidney shots. No,
wait, him or you? I mean, that's you do have padding for the kidney. He has much less padding.
Yeah.
And do you think he's training for that? I don't think he's going to train for that.
No, he's training.
We got some pounding off here from John. He says he thinks my fight of the year is LeMaire going the distance with Naeem. And he says, can LeMaire and Naeem settle it once and for all on an episode of Hacks season 2? They can fight on the golf course. Why not that?
Look, man, I haven't had a golf swing since the 6th grade, but look, I'm pretty sure I can pull out some clubs.
I think the fact that you said you haven't had a golf swing in that long, I don't think is the way you say it. So I think you should absolutely stay with fighting on the golf course.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we do a boxing match on the golf course?
That's where the, because honestly, you need an element of of nature, of something like maybe there could be lightning that saves you. Maybe there's maybe a deer comes out and just tackles him.
It's like nature traps.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like a bird just comes by and runs into his face. He's like, "What the fuck?" And you're like, "Gah, gah, gah!"
Perfect timing. Yeah.
Also, is it a boxing match or is it an MMA fight? Like, what's the size of the gloves?
Just a boxing match. It's not MMA. No, just boxing.
Okay, so who was your second victim? And do you have a fight name yet?
My second win was against Dan Ostrov.
Okay.
Ostrov.
He doesn't have a fight name?
No, that's his real name.
No, but I know that's a real name, but it's like the Viper or something.
Nope, just Dan Ostrov, the real American Dan Ostrov.
There we go. There we
go. Yeah. He's a comedian.
And what about you? Are you the immigrant American or?
I'm just LeMaire.
Just like one name.
Just LeMaire.
And like you could be LEL, right? That's your logo. That's what's on your trunks.
Dude, that's crazy. I never even LEL. I never thought of that.
Yeah. Dude. Big E, big L, little E, big L.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Go. That's LeMaire Lee, LEL.
Yeah.
LEL.
Look out. I'm going to lay on you.
Your name's just gibberish. Has anybody tried just a gibberish nickname before? That'd be cool. Manny,
no,
hello. So. Hi, Manny. God damn it.
Yeah.
Manny, Bruce, why haven't you responded to my game request, you son of a bitch? He was crying about it so much. No, Manny.
Oh.
Sorry. Manny's pounding off in the comments. John's also pounding off. He says, not quite their lingo wise, but that's what hacks is all about. And yes, you can bring gloves to the course. I'll have the camera ready. We're gonna do slow-mo.
Yeah.
Because I need to get that knockout, baby. Are you honestly concerned a little bit? Are you a little bit nervous?
No, I'm not concerned because if I lose, I lose. I'm not like worried about getting hurt. I get hurt all the time.
Yeah, but emotionally usually.
No. Because I'm a Pat. Not to like put myself down,
but you're callous.
But I am a perennial loser. So losing is nothing new to me.
Right, and you can't lose if you don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're a dangerous man. That means when do you have? Man, I wish I could fight. I wish you had it. Do you have a date for the fight yet? It
was January 7th, but we got to find a place to do it because we might not be able to do it out here.
Golf course. What were we talking about?
Yeah, we want to get it. We got to do it we got to find a ring.
No, we have to do it outdoors because it's safe for COVID. We have to do.
Dude, we don't even give a. Never mind.
You're punching each other. You're punching each other in the face. So obviously,
that's the last thing.
Yeah. You're too well, he is. Was he semi-professional or professional?
I don't know. It's 14-4. He beat up 14 dudes.
You better have you been training too?
I've been practicing a little bit. The past couple weeks have been pretty bad, but last 2 weeks have been bad. But I'm gonna probably get back on it right after this. Actually, I'm gonna go get some blunt wraps, and then come back and do some push-ups.
Good training, very good training.
Yeah.
That's what's important is to be healthy and happy out there. Why don't you tell people where they can find you in the meantime? What like your socials and like where they can find your wonderful sketch show that you're going to be where you're going to be releasing some of that, you think?
Yes. Yeah. Please follow me at LeMaire Lee at LeMeire. I'm on every website: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Cineweeboo, Japanese Grinder, which is just a sandwich website. Hoagie Fest Friends. I'm everywhere.
Nice.
At LeMaire Lee.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. And I am obviously Baby Mermaid Productions on YouTube, at Baby Mermaid Productions on Instagram. I appreciate you guys joining us. Don't forget to check out the brand new episodes of Proper Ebonics dropping this week, and also Falls Count Anywhere, brand new today, premiered 12 o'clock in the morning. Already has those views on there. We got people pounding off in the comments all the time. Like, subscribe, check out the new episode of Proper Ebonics that's going to be coming out right after this, and also the other one coming out with Jim Bryan. And send all of your videos, 3.5 minutes or less, to cosnye2020@gmail.com for the Church of Satire Laugh-a-thon. Please have it in by Christmas weekend if you can, please. And if you can't, reach out to me. We will understand if you need a little bit of extra time. But any comics, performers, musicians, if you got a funny song, a sketch, your set, a portion of a set from the before times with people laughing at it is great. All of these things, email them to that email, cosnye2020@gmail.com. And check out the New Year's Eve Laugh-a-thon starting at 7 o'clock on New Year's Eve. Enjoy it. You've already got your pre-recorded thing in, and enjoy some of the other clips that are going to be joined there.
Are you guys doing it for like 24 hours, right?
Well, we're going to be doing it for a couple of, it depends on how many clips we get.
Okay.
Honestly, we really want to try to feature all clips if possible. You know what I mean? If they're of the quality that we can share them and everything like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, raw video is better. And anything like that if you're sending them in, but we wanted people to send in the pre-recorded stuff so that we could have as many volunteers join in. We could feature as many people's profiles, and then that way we have that many people that we know when the club is still around next year. Because of that, we know, you know what I mean? Like they have a place to perform.
Yeah.
So like, so this is a community aid building exercise that we're trying. It's we're flying off the seat of our pants, but and it's hasn't been a ton of planning this year that we've been able to do it.
Yeah.
So as promptly as possible, if you guys could send in any information or clips that you want to feature, it would be greatly appreciated, because we're going to be doing it as long as we can, essentially. And we don't want to necessarily go till midnight. He said we don't want to go till midnight on New Year's Eve. Who said that? You know what I mean?
You gotta go till midnight.
But hey, if we have that many clips, we got to do it. So either way, send in your clips, make us go till midnight the next day. And thanks for watching the show. We appreciate you sticking around. I'm going to end the stream. Stick around, LeMaire. We can catch up a little bit just at the end. And I love you all. There's that.